I've figured out the right remedy to all of these situations that I've been involved in. I've been, you know, the target of, where there's oppression going on, and then they all have these similar features that the cops say there's nothing we can do because you can only help if there's a crime. No crime occurred in the last 24 hours. And the therapists don't help. Therapists say there's nothing we can do. Adult protective services, child protective services don't help. And they say it's a civil thing for the lawyers to make money off. And then that really doesn't help. And then is who's gonna, and so lawyer, you gotta get paid for a lawyer, first of all. So if the target can't afford to find a lawyer, and the lawyers often only want to help with something if it's an injury case, quick. If there's subtleties in it, they're not interested. They just want a quick money. Somebody faking an accident to make big money, then they're in. And then the other option is small claims court, and then so there's also steps they take. The people involved in the perpetrating, they easily can blackmail the other person, faking injury, and said, "Look, if you do that, I'll do this. I fell in your house, and then so I'll sue." So the remedy that I have and addresses the very core of the problem is what the truth isn't being acknowledged, and there's lies being disseminated without accountability. So you need a mediation service. So instead of calling someone, doing a small claims court, the other way, you bring somebody to court with you file for a restraining order. Now, there's a less severe, there's a less severe course of action that we can do. So when you bring somebody to court, not to incriminate them, not to sue them, not to accuse them, and then so this is part of the thing that legislation we can put in to have this, then would remedy everything, is you want accountability. So if the person just says lies and doesn't acknowledge the truth and therefore can continue perpetrating abuse, you file a mediation to bring them to court, a court summons in front of a judge. If you can't lie, you can't say, "I didn't do that" in front of a judge. If you did, because then that's perjury, you see? So then there you would have, so if you have a situation, you could bring somebody in, like a notary, some legal that documents while you're mediating fact. Look, you put a fact down and you fact check it. And then so the other person, the response they give, are they going to acknowledge this event happened? And then the response that they give has to be accountable because you're noting it down and then you're fact checking it. So a third person has to be present. So you have cause, you have a situation like this, you file with the court, and maybe you don't even have to go to court. They'll bring someone in, a social worker, somebody, a legal social workers. We assign somebody in a situation like this. With my mom, if there was a squad of us there, with a special needs person being abused, taken advantage of, when nobody else wants to help, and the fact that they refuse to get medical treatment. The perpetrator in all of these cases refuses very simple, easy courses of action in order to perpetrate the abuse. So you put in front of them, you have this solution available. And they're knowingly refusing, and they're knowingly taking steps to continue abuse. Just for them to acknowledge that and not lie that they're not doing that. That alone, you can fact check that this happened, this happened, this happened. This is a lie, this is a lie. And then so this step is available. And then the court, the assigned would then have the authority, look, you have to take this course to resolve it. Instead of suing them and, doing all the attacking them, blaming them, have in this kind of situation, but then it will be, the solution be more readily taken, because you're not getting into trouble confessing this is what it is. You're doing it because you have a need to oppress, or you have what the situation is, and the right solution that's so easy. So many easy solutions are available, and then this one is the easiest one. Then you have to do it. You have to do it. The court will assign the thing, instead of like putting on that you have to go to prison or you have to pay like some ridiculous amount, and then you have to scam somebody else to get that amount, which is why you don't want to sue someone like that, because then you're scared of retaliation or others feeding into the suffering. There's easy solutions, and this is one. This is one, and I'm gonna work on this. So help me God. I'm Zeke Matevosian.